The harvesters attended this year's Landscapes 2017 in Louisville, and wow, what an event! We met with many of our harvest members, with old friends, and with many new people. The harvesters gave 5 talks and facilitated 10 Breakfast of Champion topics. As you can see, we covered a lot of territory. Here are just a few highlights from some of the people we met. Head Harvester Bill Arman here from the West Coast.
Head Harvester Ed LaFlamme from the East Coast.
Landscapes 2017, Louisville, Kentucky. We're Breakfast with Champions.
Yep.
And we have a one-to-one member.
We have a champion right here.
How about that?
Dan Joyner.
Right.
Tell everybody where you're from and about your company.
We are from Northwest Illinois, a little town called Lanark, and this is our first time at the NALP Landscape Show, the national show here, and we're excited. Been part of the harvest group for about 6 months and just taking all of this new wealth of information in.
Awesome. So what's the one thing that you learned from the table this morning? The Breakfast of Champions table.
There were so many things, but just networking and talking to all the different people at the table was very helpful, and our champion was great. She does consulting on the side, so a little added bonus might be that we get to retain some services of hers. But just
what was the topic?
The topic was job costing and QuickBooks.
Oh, that's excellent. Excellent.
So you guys are talking gross margin and all those kind of things?
We're talking that, profitability analysis, and using add-on software, and there's several of them out there, how different software programs integrate with QuickBooks, and if you don't measure what you're doing, you can't improve it, right? So
wow.
if you,
he's a good student, Bill. Huh? He's catching on.
Yeah.
So what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets improved. So if you can manage, one of the very first things at the very core, the heart, the fiscal heart of the whole center is your gross margin. So Ed and the Harvest Group is going to teach you all about gross margin.
Yeah. We've talked a lot about that. Frank, you're really lock onto that now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so what are the 3 things that affect gross margin, Harvester Ed? What are the 3 things?
Oh, the 3 things. Do you know? Let's see how good a student he is.
Yeah.
We're going to put him on the spot.
3 things that affect gross margin.
Yeah.
Your gross sales.
No.
Well, having the right sales could do that. We'll give you half a point there.
Right, okay.
How about like estimating?
Okay.
Your estimate and your price.
Estimate, price,
and then if you don't perform efficiently, your gross margin is going to be off.
Sure.
So it's the 3 things: estimating, price, and the efficiency. That's what directly affects your gross margin. Yeah. And if you have those in balance, then whatever the gross margin you set, like 50%, you'll accomplish it.
So you're going to learn that in our next class on our talk this afternoon.
Good stuff.
Called the 50 Shades of Green. And we have 22 shades that are going to teach you how to increase your gross margin.
Yep.
How about that?
All right.
And your goal is going to be 50% overall gross margin. We're going to show you how to get there. All right?
It's going to be awesome.
Head Harvester Bill Arman for the West Coast.
And Head Harvester Ed LaFlamme from the East Coast.
Go out and get the right gross margin, will you?
Yeah.
50%.
Great you were here. It's great.
All right, good to see it. So you work with this Ed guy. Does he know what he's talking about?
He does.
Really? No.
He's been around the block a couple times.
Really? This guy's
It's not the first rodeo, that's what he's saying.
Texas.
Not the first rodeo.